Hello, welcome to another exercise with SolidWorks. Let's open the downloaded A3 drawing template. And instantly give it another name. Fill in the title block. You also have a description right beside. Start with a double click on the marked rectangle. Start with drawing title, for example, and click into the box. You can instantly type text. To go on, click into another box or hit enter. If no entry is required, press the spacebar. If an entry is already in, place the cursor for modification. And go on according to description. Here type in your initials or name, for example. Exercise sheet is assigning scale 1:1. Like additional title, the profile, coating and technical reference is optional. But the tolerance class is not. You cannot make an entry for the material now, since this will be filled in automatically after insertion of the part. If you put the cursor on a highlighted box, so-called tooltips give you an explanation what to fill in. When finished, click OK. Let's make some empty entries not to see the placeholders. Zoom to fit and save. Now let's create the first view. Use View Layout, Model View, and browse for the path file you downloaded before. Before placing it, clear the options as described on exercise sheet. Let's activate Preview. This is the view on lens opening. Now check the scale. It is 1:1, so that's fine. change the display style to show hidden lines, and the cosmetic thread display must be high quality to get all thread lines shown in the views. Now place it on sheet with a click. And stop adding more projected views. Delete the center mark, since it might disturb when arranging section lines. Now we add a section view on vertical cut through center. Click for orientation, sense for the center, and click for placing. The offset option window appears, but we just need a straight cut here, so confirm and place the view. Adapt the section letters position according to DIN standard. And drag off the section designations text a bit, since we will need space for dimensions. Since we need to show all geometry by visible lines to be able to put dimensions on it, we need another section. Check for the features already covered and decide on the section line. So let's add an aligned section view. As the numbers are indicating, you need to click for the center first. Then place one leg of section line. You can sense for the middle of a hole. Then place the other leg of section line. No need to do further offsets, and confirm. Then choose a similar orientation as done for the first section. In properties you can flip the arrow's direction. On this type of section view you can toggle alignment, but finally now you have to place the view somewhere. Now break alignment. With the right click you find the option alignment and break alignment. Then choose with the right click again, zoom, pan, rotate, and rotate view. In the window top left, make a suitable entry for rotation of view. This works counterclockwise, and we need 45 degree here. Here it makes sense to align the view again. make a right click on the view, go to alignment again and choose Align Horizontal by Origin. In the next step you need to click the view to relate to. Now section view BB is aligned to the source view like section view AA. Let's improve appearance of views. With a right click, go for tangent edge removed. On the other one as well. And automatically it was adapting the angle of hatching, which is fine here. We can leave it that way. If you need to change, click on the hatching and you can modify properties. Now let's add center marks. If suitable marks came in automatically, you can extend them. But we need some more. In annotation you can find center line, and within command you can extend again. Something does not work here. Zoom in and in and in. Oh, it's a point on a point. If you cannot differ entities by clicking, use a right click and go for select other. Now you can clearly choose the center line and do additional actions on this one. When finished, click OK. Instead of adding dimensions spontaneously, divide into steps. All geometric features need to get described by dimensions on visible lines. Proceed from coarse to fine. The first step describes all over dimensions. So first dimensions are for largest diameter and thickness of the ring. Click end point of arrow to change side. In the next step, we describe the main cutout in the ring by dimension. You can imagine that the steps are done like the part is manufactured. The diameter symbol does not always come in automatically, but you can click for in Property Manager. Put dimensions of a common step as far as possible on the same view to make it easier for the reader of the drawing. On the other hand, describe the feature where it can be seen best. So for further detail cutout, we take the front view . This U-shape cutout is in triangle pattern, so describe the pattern first. Then one member's geometry. Now to catch the quadrant point of arc, press the Shift key . Once SolidWorks has detected the dimension, you can let the key go. Now we need to describe the various holes in the ring. To keep the overview, decide on one hole or group of holes and describe it completely. Here, because of selecting a section line, we are forced to accept this dimension to be driven, but this is not a problem. After describing the pattern's position, we look for a corresponding member in a section view, and this is BB. First add the forgotten center line. Then go on dimensioning, completing description of hole position. Then describe the hole itself. Add some text to indicate that this hole appears 4 times. In this box you can click in front of the dimension entry itself and type text. Then accept and go on. Need to start smart dimensioning again. Now describe the next hole pattern. Its positions is like the detail cutout pattern before, and the hole appears in section AA. For similar dimensions like the 4.5 here and the 10 there, refer to same side of part to make manufacturing easier. Now let's describe the single bottom hole. And cross hole. And there's another hole pattern consisting of 3 holes on the ring. For the bolt circle diameter, accept this radius dimension first. Click for position, do a right click and choose display as diameter. Of course, save every now and then. Let's align the whole diameter to the section line. In the second step, display as linear. And drag off. Of course, add number of instances to the dimension. Now rearrange dimensions for a clearer picture. You can sense for preferred positions. See the yellow lines. SolidWorks tries to refer positions to other entities, but this is not always helpful. If you want to avoid that, simply zoom in and it cannot kind of see the other entities. Same thing. Something similar is a reference to a neighbor dimension, which is catching the current one. If you want to avoid that, drag off the neighbor position, zoom in again, and now you can sense the preferred position. And also bring back the neighbor position. When rearranged, it looks like this. You also can drag the views on another place, depending on the degree of freedom by alignment. As you could see, annotations and dimensions are attached to the views. Now let's adapt the ends of section line BB. Click the end of section line and drag on other position. Then change letters position. On other side, you lose the angle position. In a case like this, right-click the section line and click Edit Cutting Line. Here click Edit Sketch. Now you can edit the sketch. Automatically it turns on the line command, but stop that by cancelling and insert a dimension here. stop dimensioning command and exit the sketch by symbol top right. It is still showing the sketch dimension, but you can hide it. With a right click, choose Hide. And put section letter on better place. Now add fit tolerance to bottom hole diameter. If you click the diameter, properties appear on left. Here you can click type of tolerance and further if it's a hole based or a shaft based tolerance. Within the table you can choose H7. And for position of the entry you can try something else and confirm. From provided document general surface finish symbols to copy and paste, choose suitable combination and paste. So in general this is a surface finish which is as easy as possible for manufacturing, but can fulfill demands of parts function. In brackets we have the exceptions, and these have to be indicated on views by corresponding symbol. In this case it is the surface finish of the reamed bottom hole. Most important entries here are the type of symbol, the entries to the symbol, and the leader control. You can see the result instantly hanging on your cursor. If there is a lack of space to place the symbol, you also can put it on a dimension auxiliary line. Click for a place without interference to other entities and confirm. If you now drag the symbol again, the line is extended to refer to the symbol. Now this exercise comes to an end. I hope you could gather helpful information how to use SolidWorks. Thank you for watching.